Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing It is turn 51. Jump into things. So, kind of a quick turn. Not a whole lot going on. We have cast Augury, found nothing. Arcane Probing, found nothing. We cast a herd of buffaloes. Nothing with another Arcane Probing. Cast another herd of buffaloes. And then we had a battle in Eal. So, the army that was sitting in Delca, right? Yomi's controller continues to bounce back and forth between taking turns and not taking turns, so it's kind of turning into this unpredictable weirdness. But Yomi has moved into Eal, and we're probably gonna have to respond. The majority of this force is Ko-Onis and Onis, obviously. Right? The vast majority. So I feel we are prepared to fight it with what we have. We're just going to have to see how that actually turns out. Because again, weird army movement stuff, etc. We've got an unexpected event in Sinkhole Swamp, where a false prophet is preaching and the faith is decreasing until they are rooted out. Then we've got patrolling in Perenna, and then we actually got a good event, right? We got a national hero, Unafishtim, the favored of Inki, appeared at the gates of our walled city, and there's some weird something happening with the description of it. Odd. Don't know what's going on with that, but take a look at him real quick. Unafishtim is actually kind of interesting. He is a Nature 3 priest. He is old, right? Very old. Which kind of leaves him with meh stats, but he is also immortal. So he's kind of an interesting Nature 3 immortal caster. So we may or may not be able to do anything cool with that. I don't know. Maybe we can thug him out with some weird gear or something. He's also sacred, right? So he can take our hard skin regeneration bless. So that's interesting. I don't know. We'll see. For now, he's just gonna research. Okay, this is probably not gonna be an overly complex turn. Our hand is not so much forced. We do not have to declare this attack on Eal. But we're going to. There are a number of different reasons why. We could sit and patrol in Perenna. We could just not do anything and see where Yomi goes. We could try to predict Yomi to see if they go for either the womb or the mag instead. There are a half a dozen little options here. Our route is going to just be to go for Eal. Try to hit him head on and see how it goes. I think with what we have, with what we're bringing, I think if we hit him, we win. And the reason why I think that is one, I think we already won normally, right? Two, I think with the various aspects that we're bringing, I'm worried about one thing. We're bringing more numbers than he has, bringing way more magic than he has. We're bringing fog warriors, we're bringing mass protection, we're bringing creeping doom, and we're gonna be bringing foul vapors. And foul vapors is the one thing that I actually am a little worried about. Okay, so foul vapors worries me because I don't have Serpent's Blessing yet. I have Poison Ward, and I am casting Poison Ward on a number of different individuals. Poison Ward has a large AoE, an AoE of 15. That is pretty big. I am casting it on 3 or 4 different people. I do have portions of my army that, like the Ushushus, that already have poison resistance. So they're not going to be an issue. And then other portions of my army are sacred, so they're going to be regenerating, so it's unlikely that they're going to have an issue. My communion, at least the slaves, are going to get a poison resistance buff in their rotation, so they shouldn't have too much issue. They're also going to get a regeneration. But I am somewhat concerned that in doing this, if we take a look, right? Take a look at this battle in EL. Whites have poison resistance. He's got 2 of them. Onis, none. Kura Onis have 5 poison resistance, so still potentially affectable, but mostly not a problem. But he's only got 15 of those. So Onis, no poison resistance. Ghouls, he's got 1, whatever. Aonis, he's got 1, whatever. Amano Jakus, they've got poison resistance, he's got 2, whatever. Onishugos, poison resistance. Demon Generals, no poison resistance. Dionis, poison resistance. So he's got things like his Onishugos and his Dionis and his Whites and his Amano Jakus. Yeah, they've got poison resistance, but that equals out to about 20 units, right? His Onis and his Ko-Onis do not have poison resistance. And the Ko-Onis don't have much health at all. I think my only concern is... You know what? Oh, also the wolves aren't going to have poison resistance either, but the wolves are going to die so quickly, so it doesn't really matter. You know what? I should check this. I should just open this up and check this. Because this is going to answer the question immediately. The question is does the second form of the Ko-Oni, does that have poison resistance? Because if it does... if an Oni spirit has poison resistance. Okay, so see, this does it for me. Does it though? Okay, so the Oni spirit has 25 poison resistance. So the Foul Vapors is not going to be able to kill the Oni spirits, but it is going to be able to kill my people. Anybody who doesn't get hit with Poison Ward or doesn't have... So I run the risk, right, of having that come back on me and end up, in the long term, doing more damage. However, Foul Vapors will kill. It will knock all of the Ko-Onis into their Oni spirit form way faster. And from there, the theory is I should be able to kill them more easily, right? And I say what I mean by more easily is that all of my mages should be able to just final rest them. Ooh, I don't honestly know what the answer is there. I legitimately don't know. That's concerning. That's legitimately concerning. But I think at the end of the day, I think pushing all of the Ko-Onis into Oni spirit form faster, because rather than having this massive swarm of Ko-Onis where the front line is just being turned into spirit form, right, and then I'm slowly filtering through while they're doing all this damage, a Foul Vapors is going to, in like 5 or 6 turns, wipe all the Ko-Oni and just immediately turn them into Oni spirits, which means we could be able to like blast large chunks of them with final rest. That's probably still going to be the best plan. I am concerned. I'm concerned that I get to this point to where I do too much damage to myself, and I rout. But I think at the end of the day, even in this scenario, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think in a later game environment, when I have Serpent's Blessing, when I have Mass Regeneration, obviously then I kind of just throw up Foul Vapors just cuz, right? Why not? I don't know. I am concerned about it. So, but we're gonna do it. All of our Air Gudus are basically just doing their normal mirror image, lightning, or yeah, Sorry, they normally would do Mistform Lightning Bolt. They're doing Mirror Image Lightning Bolt instead because we're going to be Fog Warriors, or we're going to be doing Fog Warriors, so there's no point to Mistform. So we're going to do that on all of them. We've got Mass Protection with a bunch of Creeping Doom, more Lightning Bolts, a bunch of Strength of Giants, more Lightning Bolts, a Divine Blessing coming out, more Strength of Giants. We've got a bunch of Communion Slaves. You'll notice all of our water guys are actually not going to be casting water elementals. And that's because we are moving into a cold province, and I do not want 30 ice elementals because they have a cold aura. They have a cold aura 6, and we do not have cold resistance. That will destroy us. That will fatigue our entire front line, and then we will just die. We do not want to do that. So what we are doing instead is our Ishibs. They are just going to be our final rest artillery, basically. All of them are set to Liquid Body, so they're going to be hit with Liquid Body Fog Warriors, right? They're all also sacred, so they're going to be hit with Regeneration, with Hard Skin, and then they're basically just going to hopefully unload. We have them unscripted because I don't want to put a whole bunch of scripts on them. I could probably do like Final Rest or maybe like Smite Demon to start with. That would probably be a good idea. So I might end up changing that, but for now we're just going to leave them as is. We have our Communion Master in here that is going to be doing Power of the Spheres and then Fog Warriors. We have 13 individuals in the community. So we're going to have 8 slaves. Actually, we're going to have 10 slaves. And we're going to have 3 masters. And that is a out of whack ratio. I could definitely have more masters, but I don't know that I need more masters, and I'm worried about burning out slaves in combination with... I shouldn't be worried about it, but regardless, I might add in another master. I don't think I would add in 2 more masters because I'm worried about what happens. But we should be set up to do Fog Warriors. Should be fine. This Shaman is set up to do a Poison Resistance and then Personal Regeneration. Make sure the Communion is regenerating along with preventing the poison. So that should be good. They're already going to be Mass Protection and Fog Warriors when that goes off. So very good. NC4 is actually going to be doing Fanaticism because he is a Priest 4 now because he's our Prophet. So he's going to be doing Fanaticism. So the hope there is that these guys are Morale 17. These guys are Morale 15. These demons are Morale 21. Our Mushushus are very high morale. Where are they at? Yeah, our Mushushus are 20 morale. Our Buffalo are 18 morale. Right? So we should have plenty of morale to face off against the demons. One of the big things about demons is demons have very high morale. And in a protracted fight, you can basically just end up routing because of their morale just never breaking. So that's a concern. But I hope that Fanaticism is going to combat that. And then we're just going to be doing Iron Skin, Liquid Body for basic buffs. And then hopefully we're probably going to be doing Final Rest spam. We are not bringing Esham 1 because, again, we are concerned about a Chill Aura. Doing some Legions of Steel. Doing more Lightning Bolts, more Legions of Steel, Lightning Bolts. We've got our Esham 3 with Strength of Gaia, Foul Vapors, and Poison Resistance because this guy actually only has 5 Poison Resist, even being a Jade Lizard. I feel it's kind of weird. And you'll notice that most of our Communion has Boots of the Messenger on. So the vast majority of them are going to have Reinvigoration 3, which is going to be important because we're going to be moving... It's actually important regardless of where we are right now because in our main territories, we're in a sweltering heat, basically. So we have encumbrance +1 anyways, and if we go into this cold, we're going to have more encumbrance as well. So I don't think there's anything else that we've got 1 or 2 people doing some Marble Warriors. We've got a Doom going off, some Body Ethereal, Personal Luck for the Communion, and that's about it. So I think what's probably most likely is that we don't actually face them. But if we do fight them, I think we'll win. I hope that I'm not saying this once again underestimating them. But I think we obliterate them. With the power spike of Fog Warriors, knowing that they haven't had a lot of time to get research. With the power spike of Fog Warriors, Mass Protection, okay? Throwing in Foul Vapors in order to pop his co-Onis. And the fact that I have more units than he does. For once. Makes me hopeful, very, very hopeful, that this is actually going to work. And I do need to come in here and some of these people, more gems. This person, I need 6. But yeah, so that's part of the plan, is going through this whole spiel. If we get the fight, I think we win. I'm hopeful that we both get the fight and just annihilate it, right? With a combination of Fog Warriors, Mass Protection, and all the buffs that we're doing, and trying to take these precautions with Poison Wards and everything like that. I'm hoping that we annihilate his army and lose 50, 60 units, right? I doubt that that's going to be the case. But what else are we doing? We are continuing to recruit Crystal Sorceresses. We're continuing to recruit Lizard Shamans. We're on 4 turns left in Tessaphon for the City Palisades. We are recruiting a Mushushu and some Inky's Chosen, a Gudu, more Enkidu Spear Guard. We're kind of running into some income issues at this point, though. It shows that we're going to make over 1,000, right? But because of unrest in a couple of different areas, unrest there. Just because of unrest in a couple of different areas, we're not actually quite making 1,000 gold. We keep making like 800 to 900, depending on the situation. So that is kind of annoying. We need to expand. We've reached that point to where the game is growing dicey. Oh, also something to talk about. So Mictlan is up here, right? And this is kind of crazy. So Mictlan actually, I think, took the majority of Sauromatia. Maybe they're coming down through here. I don't know. Mictlan has declared war on Yomi. I bet it's actually through here. I bet it's at Grain Point, right? Or not Yomi, on Lanka. So I think Mictlan is attacking Lanka. And Lanka was basically at this point of like, well, fuck, I can't. It's one thing to fight Yomi, but it's another thing to fight like 2 people on a front. So he was basically going to be like, well, I guess. And this was last turn. He was like, Yomi's not taking turns anymore. Hey, Yomi's actually taking turns now. Fuck, right? So I'm just gonna leave Yomi to you. And I was like, okay, I guess. And he was like, I'm gonna fight Mictlan. But then he came back later and he was like, okay, look, I brokered peace with Mictlan. I'm just going to give them a throne and I'm going to shove off. But yeah, so that's what I know about world news right now. This game has turned out weird. Like, nothing is happening how I expect it to happen in this game. I'm expecting to, like, if we get into this fight, my expectations are to trash Yomi. I'm gonna laugh when we get into this fight and Yomi like slaughters my entire army, kills half my mages, loses like 30 units, and just keeps marching through my territory. Like it boggles my mind. It's like every single expectation I have keeps getting subverted. What else are we doing? We're putting our hammers to use, forging more skull mentors, more boots of the messenger, quite a few boots of the messenger actually. Doing a little bit of water lens work. We are 1 turn away from construction. We're losing a lot of research speed this turn by mobilizing our army. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. But we are about to hit construction 6, which is going to be a big point for us. And then we're going to start the run up enchantment. It's going to be even bigger. And we're probably not going to go all the way to enchantment 8 because I do want to make a pit stop in evocation for Thunderstrike and for Storm, so that when we use crystal sorceresses we can do Thunderstrike communions as well. So that's pretty much it. That's basically what we're doing. I think that's going to be it for the turn. I'll see you all next time. Bye everybody.